Waller, Spellbomb FTW. We do not know
if he's participating
in Sandwich Punch. We don't know. But we do know that he got first place at
ISO.
Oh, Team Series Open.
Team
Series Open in Warren. And second place at an earlier Team Series Invitational. So we'll see how he does today.
Other notable things is 2003 state champion in Quiz Bowl and can put both feet behind his head. Obviously, he wrote his own profile because it's written he can put both feet behind my head. I don't think I want him putting his feet behind my head. I don't know about you.
He could do it. Well, physically, but I guess you'd probably stop him. All right, and then up in the other corner we have Geoff Moes, Valid Tosser on Twitter.
Just to clarify, Geoff Moes is the human in this picture, not the cat.
No, for sure. And solid watching the stream will like to see that Jeff's greatest Magic accomplishment was helping you beat yourself at the 2014 Vintage Championship. Apparently, I'm sure there's a great story there that I don't know. He co-hosts the Team Series podcast, which if you don't listen to is pretty fun. And wears a purple shirt to every event.
A man after my own heart.
So we'll see if he wears a purple shirt to this event, because I feel like he wasn't before. He owns an overly large penis compensation ship in EVE Online.
Oh, man.
And once ate a cupcake in a single bite. Only once. I don't know if that's impressive or not, because I don't know how big...
Yeah, you have to clarify
I don't know how big that cupcake
was. That's very important.
But I'm assuming it's pretty good. All right, so we got a Glass City Vault deck. We got a Grixis Delver deck. But Grixis Pyromancer. Should be an interesting matchup because they're sort of kind of built to fight against each other, right? Grixis Pyromancer is running cards to like shut down combo, but the Glass City Vault deck is running cards to just overwhelm you with threats. And as you can see, this being one of the decks we can't fit on the screen, there's not a lot of 4-ofs, so blind Cabal therapies are not that great.
Yeah, not the best.
I think there's literally 4 Preordain, 4 Thoughtcast, and that's it. But it's worth noting, there's no Forcibles in this, so there's just kind of throw shit out there. So I haven't seen this matchup before. I don't really know who the favorite is to win. Let's pull up the. The video is working. That's very exciting.
This thinger.
Yep. All right, so let's do some names here. I don't know which one. Well, neither was wearing a purple shirt, so I don't know who. I don't know which one Geoff is.
Interesting.
We'll see soon enough.
How's it going? Good, and you? Doing all right.
So I don't have their records. I'm assuming they both won the last round, but I don't actually know.
We called on the river that alerted me to the Team Series Invitation. I was like, that sounds like a hell of a lot of fun. I'm going to make sure I go to it.
All right.
It was harder last year because we've renovated the house between last year and this year. Last year we had still a lot of space, but it was separated out into separate rooms because the house was like built in the 70s. And
oh man, check out that sweet ballad playmat.
That is pretty sweet. Valid Tosser on Twitter.
On social media.
Which was hard to like coordinate.
Experienced social media.
Yeah. Social
mediator.
This is a lot easier this time around. Logistics are working together.
Yeah, it was spoiled surprise of that one.
They already saw about it. We were going over the decks earlier. So Glass City Vault is a deck I don't really like playing myself, but it is fun to watch. A lot of crazy things can happen. A lot of interactions between cards that were not meant to interact with each other.
All right. Now, I think it was a high roll. I don't know. All right. Over. I will be on the play.
I think that's Geoff on the play. I can't quite tell.
Well, who won did I roll?
I can't tell.
Good luck to you as well. Thank you. That's it.
I really wish I knew who was talking, but they're both keeping their hands, so I guess it's fine. Yep, Geoff is in the play.
Right.
He's got Seat, he's got 2 Thought Casts.
Preordaning, you see Dak Faden and another Thought Cast.
And just looking it up real quick, there is no Norod in Justin's deck. That is a very important thing in this matchup. Sometimes a Pyromancer deck will have Norod.
Tell me
Very
more.
good at Seat the Synod.
It just has that nice crisp flavor I look for in a beer.
So, another Thought Cast and a Dak Faden. Now, I can't quite see Geoff's hand. If Geoff has enough mana to cast Thought Cast, then 3 Thought Cast is amazing, but it doesn't look like he does. So, puts both of them on, it makes sense to me. Time Walk, not bad here.
That's a nice one.
Assuming one of those cards in Amber's Land, which I think it is.
Yeah, he has a mana confluence.
Alright, Opal, but not enough mana to turn it on.
Next turn. Next turn is going to be really good. Oh, well, we're
Does he
gonna
have
say
another artifact?
Reprobed. He doesn't have an artifact, actually.
So, no other artifacts.
So we have 2 Thoughtcast Tinker, a Time Walk, and a Mana Confluence.
Yep, so he will have a
bad.
decent next turn.
Yeah. Oh, well, he could draw a land or like a Moes.
Yeah.
If he draws a Moes.
Now Justin could have a therapy right now
That is true.
and take
yeah.
2. I mean, it's tough because you really want to take 2 Thought Casts because it's like such value, but Tinker is really hard to beat, obviously. So it kind of depends on what's in Justin's
What does
hand.
he have for Tinkering?
Neat. I'll just
Does he have a
grab that.
Colossus?
My right thought got twice.
Okay.
He does not have a Colossus.
Okay.
He's got Jar, Vault Key. So Tinker is not as scary, but obviously Justin doesn't have that information.
Yeah.
He might have the information.
He might have just cheated.
Well, he might just know the deck.
just stole his deck while he was eating a sandwich.
Possible. He punched his sandwich and then stole his deck.
Yep, that's what you do.
Are you playing upside down for the stream?
He's one of those upside down players.
Okay, that's cool.
Hey,
I don't think I could ever play
the
that.
official rule, because we are streaming this, Justin is currently in violation of the rules.
Yeah.
But only because it's being broadcast.
Yeah, we should tell him that after.
But it's okay with me.
Yeah, that's nice.
We can figure out what's going
The
on.
Wild West of Vintage.
Justin with some hot duels there. I can't tell if it's far and black bordered or beta, but it's
Explore.
pretty nice either way.
It's a good cycle. Yep.
Justin had a time walk too.
Interesting.
Yeah, without seeing Justin's hand, it's hard to know how this is going to go because if he's got a slow hand, Geoff is going to be totally fine, but it could get ugly fast if he,
So starts therapy.
Yeah, I mean, if he played Pyromancer Therapy right now, I think that's the end of the game. But, if he just has a bunch of cantrips,
Yeah.
we will see. Or even just a bunch of counters, which is not a bad hand, but Geoff's hand's good against that.
It's only
Yeah.
fair. I mean,
I feel like his deck's pretty good against that.
I believe that I should be extended the same.
The way his deck's
But a bunch of
constructed.
counters, yeah, just because of the volume of
Yeah, from
threats.
threats. Oh, here comes the therapy.
Okay, so
But no Pyromancer,
Yeah.
because he would have played it first.
Therapy's very good, but it's not like...
Just the thought cast,
Game
which is,
shattering.
kind of
I think it is
a big
right.
deal.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the Colossus.
Is that
Wheel of Fortune.
Okay, that's a good one.
Confluence. Yep.
So it's got to be a time walk here.
Yeah.
So a lot of dead draws right now for Geoff, but a lot of very live ones.
Yeah.
Any Mox gives him 7 cards and 2 mana,
Okay. How gets Flusterstorm?
which is fine, I think, for Geoff. It was just a tempo play, so...
Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe it was tempo play on Justin's turn, too.
Oh, yeah. It's Ancestral. Oh,
Special's nice, obviously. Though, keep in mind, if he doesn't have counters in hand now, because he used the Flusterstorm,
yeah.
Geoff has both Memory Jar and Wheel of Fortune. All the card advantages Hustler gives you is totally irrelevant.
Well, Tinker, but yeah.
Yeah. But Tinker can only get Jar.
Yeah.
No luck. So
Unless he's updated his deck since,
I suppose I don't need to confirm that.
Justin's got or Geoff has a hot number in his deck I have to look up right now.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I knew what that card did.
Alright. That'd be a fun one to draw.
Yeah.
and for turn. Single.
So we
So,
have a Pyromancer.
yep, Pyromancer, Gush. Oh god.
This is like...
We'll take keep.
I'm gonna pay pay 2 life and make an elemental.
You got it.
Should be down.
Yeah, so this is what the Pyromancer deck wants to do. Just you know, get out any threat. Not unlike Delver, get out any threat and just slowly tempo you out.
As much as I'd like to tell Justin to fix his board because this is really difficult to watch, I don't think there's any way we can actually get in contact with them.
Yeah, I mean we can text someone and tell them it's an emergency, but it's not.
Yeah.
You can play that way if he wants to. It is a little confusing. It's interesting because Justin is just running away with this game.
Yeah, this is going on for long.
But the way that Geoff's deck works,
yeah, he can top deck a lot of
there's
things.
so many cards. I mean, if Wheel of Fortune had resolved, he could win that turn easily. But depending on what's in, Dack Fane taking seats is real good. It not only
I feel like that's about it.
It means that him top decking Mox now would no longer give him mana.
Yeah.
Go to 13.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, I can't tell how many cards Justin has in hand, but yeah.
Oh yeah, this is.
Yeah, this is looking to Justin.
I think when he's like another one. Yeah, that's good.
Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, that was that game was not particularly close.
Well, I mean, he's playing a combo deck. It's the thing where it is always closer than you think, right? He was always.
That game I'm not so sure. He had 8 mana in play and 2/3 drops. Like,
I mean, if he had drawn a Lotus, he could have drawn 7 cards.
Yeah.
And that could be anything.
Well, I can therapy your seed.
But yeah, Justin's Grixis Pyromancer does what Grixis Pyromancer wants to do, which is cut off the early game with either a misstep or a therapy. In this case, both. And then just ride some small threat out to victory. Lots of little tempo plays there. Geoff just never got his footing.
Yeah.
Oh, I should pull up the sideboards if I can figure out how. We got Geoff's sideboard right there. Sweet. Looking good. So,
nice.
Going to their sideboards, Justin's got what seems to be relevant is.
Revealed another thought.
I mean, you sort of have options all around. Any of these cards you could bring in. You probably. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what it's
bring in Angatures.
Well, here's the thing. So, Geoff. Every single card. Geoff has a Goblin Welder, so Electricity is valid. Justin knows that. He's probably not bringing that in, but he could. Grafdigger's Cage, Leyline of the Void. Glass City Vault is not the most graveyard reliant, but it does have graveyard plays. It's got, for instance, the Welders.
Yeah.
Definitely relevant if Geoff draws a Welder. The Leyline or... Well, Grafdigger's Cage doesn't help.
Yeah. And I don't think you want Leyline.
Yeah, so Cage is relevant. Well, there's...
But yeah, you're not boarding it in.
Yeah,
I mean, what can you board out? Like,
yeah. So I probably wouldn't do that either. Pyroblast is obviously fine, but Geoff has a lot of non-blue threats.
Yeah.
The thing about the Artifact Kill is that you can cut off their mana base with it. You can Shattering Spree to see the Synods. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's not the best cards in his deck aren't artifacts. So it's tough to say. Geoff's is a little more straightforward. He's probably bringing in 2 Toxic Deluge.
Yeah.
He might bring in Goblin Welder. I don't know about the Forces. I don't think I would.
Force is not where you want to be against Pyromancer deck.
Yeah, they're gonna just grind you out. That's what they're doing. You're gonna lose a bunch of card advantage against them.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the Forces are more for other combo decks and workshop decks.
Either way, I don't know if you can go below.
But it's all defensible, right? Like depending on what his game plan, the way he plays it, those are all options.
Going below 60 would be pretty good. But yeah, you can go above 60 with the sideboard now.
I would, if I were Justin, I would be very tempted to bring in the Artifact Destruction. I don't know if that's what he's doing, but I don't know if it's right. And he doesn't have a lot of dead cards against the combo deck. Like, Dak Faden is one of the worst cards against the combo deck, and it's still right to have because the guys get so much Artifact mana. And hide the Tinker, which Justin knows he has. Doesn't know whether he has Colossus or not. Lightning Bolts are probably the weakest card he has against combo, but they're not even dead against Geoff, so
I'm
it's really
comfortable
tough.
with that because there have been times when sideboard when I'm just like, I just don't care.
Oh, I pulled us away from the sideboard. Sorry about that.
I think I miscounted once. I don't remember what it was. Maybe I had like an extra sword, an extra spear.
Like a fifth one? Because that's real strong.
No, it isn't like the Tron style. It was just kind of like, I think I only wanted 3 and 4.
Okay.
Maybe 2 and 4, and I ended up with 3.
Gotcha. That can happen.
Maybe the pile shelf for round 1, I was like, maybe it's stuck. Pile shelf for a little, game 2, and I was like, that's definitely a mistake.
Yeah, the Twan style of an extra restricted card. Seems alright. Alright. Good luck.
You too. Man, I'm so parched. I better get another. I'll give it a try.
Catch that. Looks like Geoff is mulliganing and Justin's keeping. That's what I think is going on right now.
The last tournament I went to, that was the first tournament I had been to since they implemented that new stride. My opponent was just like at the top card, I'm like, what are you doing? Judge! My opponent's gone mad.
I do and don't like it. I mean, it's nice you don't get punished, but I still feel like you're cheating.
Yeah.
I have no idea how well the stream viewers can hear the
banter. Probably about as well as we can. I mean, it's the same feed, right?
but it's through speakers to the microphone,
Oh,
I think.
Like, is that just giving people...
it's weird because like when you play music, it like goes straight through.
I sort of feel like it is.
You can set it to do through there,
Oh.
but I never know.
Primal Scry.
But sometimes you can't hear it when you set it.
Whatever. Fuck it.
Now the
Like, there's only so many things you can spend time worrying about.
It's fine. It's fine. All right. So Geoff has looks like 2 opals, 2 lands, and a mox.
Well,
He's pretty much banking the value of this hand on the strength of turn 2 Notion Thief. Turn 2 Notion Thief could win the game, but it's definitely risky. But as a 6-card hand, you it makes sense to keep it. Like, if it's really a shame he didn't have turn 1 Notion Thief. It's a giant difference. If Justin leads with like a Brainstorm, Notion Thief could win the game.
Yes. Holy cow.
But chances are he's going to run that out there early,
Ooh,
especially because of Lotus. Lotus is a funny thing out of the Delver style decks because sometimes it's actually just bad, but sometimes it lets you play a turn 1 Pyromancer and a disruption spell and a cantrip, and you just can't lose.
Yeah.
He is not going to name Notion Thief.
Just for knowledge.
it's a miss.
Read him and weep.
And that's a bad miss. He could have played turn 1 Notion Thief by playing the 2nd Mox Opal, but that doesn't give him any like surprise value.
It's a Lotus Petal. Yeah, you want to be able to surprise him.
But
But now it's not surprising.
Draw for turn.
Ooh.
all right,
That's a big game.
yeah. So this is tough because
I don't think I have any advantage.
it's very tempting to wheel right now.
Oh man. Where's Mark Tuttle for this?
So he's doing it main phase. I guess he's trying to
I would like to say no.
Got it.
do it while it's tapped out, I guess.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
But you also.
Because it's not gonna surprise him. You're just
Yeah.
you're just letting him draw more cards to answer it if you wait.
Yep. Though you could do it during upkeep.
Yes, yeah, that's
Well,
true.
there are technically 2 cards in hand.
No, because he was.
One of them you
He'd
know,
be
one of them you don't.
the worst case scenario is he taps the mana he didn't have access to. So.
Yeah.
Gracious opponent
Yeah.
being like, no, you definitely know what one of these cards is and one of them you don't.
We'll say.
Yep.
No. Amazing.
Yep.
Playing all the
So-
restricted cards today.
Luna Delta is not a
Don't know what's in Justin's hand, but
Most of the restricted
He has a lot of mana and no threats right
yeah,
now.
he's kind of flooded for.
Yeah.
a
Now
deck
I'm
of
assuming
style.
he drew the Sapphire this turn.
Yeah.
Which means he didn't draw a Pyromancer, which he probably would have cast on his turn. Oh, he definitely would have cast it. He had
Absolutely.
Therapy, so
Yeah.
there's no chance he has Pyromancer. Unless he held back the Mox and drew it this turn, which is a possibility.
deck. Let's play deck.
That's a thing.
Yeah, but it's totally fine for Geoff. He gets everything he wants anyway. Now,
Not
wait, can you
necessarily.
respond to the Legend rule by tapping Mox Opal?
What do you mean?
He's only gonna have 3 artifacts. He's only gonna have 2 artifacts in play.
Sure.
Once Dax steals something, which
Yeah.
means he does not have Metalcraft. Can he
Yeah.
play the second Mox Opal?
No.
Okay, so he
It
will
does not
not.
work that
So
way.
we will not have enough mana to.
Presuming he steals something that isn't Mox Opal, yeah, he'll cut him off Metalcraft.
Yeah, and since he knows he has Mox Opal,
Say go to you.
oh, he drew a discard too, which is usually the right play. He doesn't know that Geoff is stuck on lands right now.
Well, presuming that,
I think
he has to go for
I
it.
think Geoff has to just
Play a seed.
run all out there.
I think I would play the Mox Opal first.
Yeah, the only drawback to playing Mox Opal would be Flusterstorm, which doesn't matter because it generates a mana.
Not a huge fan of the way this is going, but he gets an extra mana if he plays the Opal first.
We discarding hands and we draw 7, right?
That's right.
He's got one card.
I like to draw 2.
Okay.
Interesting. Justin's responding, so if he doesn't get a counter, he loses all the lands that he just drew. He goes down 4 cards. Well, he doesn't really go down. He ends up the same anyway.
What'd you bet?
Alright, so
Yeah.
Wheels resolved.
Probe land.
He must have been very afraid of the Wheel of Fortune to gush there.
Yeah.
It looked like he didn't have anything in his hand before he did it.
Yeah.
So, if he's 1 mana short, we'll get to make fun of him later.
I'm not afraid of your shenanigans.
You should be.
So, it looks like it might be a Lotus on the left. I can't tell what the
Oh,
black
it is a
card is.
Lotus,
The black
yeah.
card's very important.
It's a Notion Thief and maybe Toxic Deluge.
Oh, okay. It's not good for him now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay.
He can, so he can get out a Welder and a Jar if he wants to, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Welder and Jar, he can draw 7 cards now or draw 14 cards on his next turn.
Presuming that the Notion Thief resolves. Right.
Yes. No. I mean, no,
Oh,
he can draw
oh,
28
oh,
cards
oh,
on his
oh,
next
oh,
turn.
oh.
But yeah, I forgot that he had the Notion Thief. He should not play the Jar here, obviously. Well, not obvious, but he should probably keep the Notion Thief up, and he can Jar next turn. He's short 2 mana by making that play, but I think it's probably worth it. Yeah. Oh, he's got Dak Faden. If he +2s the Dak Faden and gets Notion Thief in response,
Yeah.
that's a blowout.
Yeah.
We don't know if he has got forces.
About a big a blowout as you get.
Yeah. Though,
The bigger blowout is when you cast a draw 7 with a Notion Thief in play, which might also happen.
it is true. So yeah. If you don't play a lot of Vintage, Dak Faden and Notion Thief is a deck in and of itself. People run both of those cards just to make your opponent discard 2 cards and you draw 2 cards when you have Dak and Notion Thief in play. But if your opponent Dak Fadens works just as good. At this point, Geoff does not care at all about a Pyromancer. It's irrelevant to him. The only thing that matters are, well, it represents a clock in the long game if Justin has a bunch of counters.
Yep.
But that's the important thing, is does he have counters or not?
What do we got?
Make one, please.
Put it in? Okay.
Now, he does have Cabal Therapy in the graveyard.
He does. Okay.
Break Lotus.
All right, here we go. Let's see if he has
So,
something.
unfortunately, he's well, I don't know if it's unfortunate, but he's probably going to get the Notion Thief now.
Crypt. Thief with 2 blue floating.
Blue from black. You said black. Oh, Lotus.
Lotus.
2 blue floating. Nice irrelevant bluff. He's got nothing in his hand, but it's good to make that play. Oh.
Boo.
Well, he was never going to just run the Ancestral out there.
Yeah, that's...
This one's still in stack. This one's gonna resolve.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
So if Justin can't answer the Notion Thief, well, it's tough, because Justin is going to be able to get rid of the Memory Jar this turn, probably. I don't know. I don't know how many therapies he has. I didn't see what he discarded. If he has 1 therapy, he's probably not naming Memory Jar.
Trigger name resolves.
All right, so Notion Thief resolved.
Trigger resolves.
Justin's going to get to scry for 2, but Geoff gets to draw the card.
Yeah. A nice Mystic Speculation for Justin.
The best Mystic Speculation I've ever seen. He's also playfully gave his opponent the card.
Ben Finger says that someone needs to tell Justin to arrange his cards in the Wizards approved format.
It's true.
This is vintage. It's the Wild West. We don't have masters.
The Team Serious Invitational too. You're not going to get. Round 1, it was officially established that you could just say Jace with Cabal Therapy. That's fine.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that there are at least 2 kinds of Jace in this tournament, if not more.
Roll for Crypt. Sure.
All right, so he survived to this.
Odds or evens for hand.
We'll say odds.
He did not therapy,
Puts me at 15.
unless I missed it. I don't think he
believe
therapied.
that he did.
Draw for turn.
So he either missed it or is setting up for a big thing. But he must have therapied Welder. I see a Welder in the graveyard.
No, he messed up the roll.
Missed it Welder. Oh, jeez.
He just didn't cast it.
Yeah.
He probably forgot it's in his graveyard.
All right, so he's got Deluge, which is a little weird because, well,
No, we're not deluging.
no, I'm saying I'm not talking that he's going to play it now. I'm saying,
okay.
what's the
It's
value
an
of
awkward
having
card
this
to
game?
have.
Yeah, but I mean, it is nice to have that reset button if the jar gets countered. After a few turns, he might have to use it.
Jar.
Oh boy.
So if jar resolves, Geoff is going to draw 14 cards.
Oh man.
All right. So both players are going to set aside their hand. Justin is going to draw 0 cards and have a 0-card hand, and Geoff is going to draw 14 cards.
Tap for mana. Tap.
Yeah.
Storm comes 3.
Which
What color?
I'm gonna
he
do it
should be able to win with.
red.
Well, we did watch someone draw 14 cards last match and not win, so
It's true.
it is entirely possible.
But he won't stall out. Like, even if he misses,
Yeah.
he'll still have that. He'll still have it. And this is what the deck does. Notion Thief and draw 7s. I have played with them myself. It is a lot of fun.
Notion Thief is
Set
a
aside.
Set aside.
hell of a magic
You don't
card.
draw 7. Notion Thief is in play.
You draw 14.
I draw 14.
And Justin is learning just now that,
The horrors are about to befall him.
yes, it's pretty rough.
You drew 13 now.
Who's the greatest thief in the multiverse now, Dak Faden?
And he does have a Tendrils in deck. That's probably what's going to happen here. He can also kill with a Vault Key. He's got a nice time walk in there.
Yep.
He doesn't have a lot of mana because he already Lotus. He's pretty tapped out, but
Yep.
he's got 1 red mana floating.
It's not a lot of Moxes you can play too.
I mean, he's got time walk, so time walk.
No, it is actually.
He loses his hand,
Yeah.
but he can set up.
Yeah, there's things he can do.
Yeah, I see at least a mana vault. Counting this deck, not a bad thing to do at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
think
draw
I'm-
14 enough times. You don't have any cards left.
I think I might have seen a vamp. So time walk plus a vamp is almost certainly a kill. but yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if it's his best move because I can't see everything in his hand. But at a minimum, he could put a Time Twister on top of his deck, time walk into it.
Yeah, set up for the next turn. I mean, he's definitely going to do enough damage this turn.
A lot of options here.
Yeah.
He might just be able to win. I don't know what the storm count is. It looks like it might be 4.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
All right. So he's going to draw 26 cards. That's why he counted his deck.
20. Oh, because he played some cards, yeah. Holy cow. Well.
All right.
This is vintage.
So he has what? Like
I'm going to draw 26 cards. 26
so here's
more cards.
I'm trying to think. If he has, now he's going to win, but if he has exactly 3 cards in his deck, which he might, it looks like he does.
I counted it out before. I had to make sure I would
And
not
he
die.
Justin can deck him.
If Tendrils is the no, he's got preordains. I'm just saying if he could only draw 1. No, he'd be fine. He'd be fine.
That's what I was looking for.
Academy. There we go.
The preordains solve any kind of problem you could possibly have. And Academy will.
He's will. Yeah, this is very over, and it's awesome. This is great.
I think we're just seeing how high we can go right now.
Yeah. How deep can this deck go?
You have it in the answer?
Somewhere.
Yeah, I've got 2 black. And I'm at 9 storm.
Yeah.
Oh, just 10?
Boo! He didn't even cast all the spells in his graveyard as well.
Black petal ring. Cast.
Well, that was awesome.
Looking good.
That was really great.
Yeah, that is what the deck does. And it's not like Justin did nothing or had a bad hand.
Oh no, his hand was like completely reasonable. He did several powerful things that game.
Jeff just had one more threat than Justin had
Draw
counters.
7s are better with Notion Thief.
Yeah, that's how Glass City Vault works. You just if they don't draw counters, like his hand was completely fine. There's nothing wrong with his draw. It's just he played 3 draw 7s and one of them resolved.
You didn't have a counter for the Notion Thief.
Yeah,
Thief is-
so I would not be surprised at all right now. Justin's looking through his sideboard. I would not be surprised at all if he's thinking, do I want these lightning bolts?
Oh, hey, thanks.
Oh, stolen Mox.
Yeah.
We're just gonna.
Was that Mox?
Turn I played Dak. I should have.
I think that Mox might have been in there from game 1. But I don't know for sure. When did he steal Mox?
Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. It put me in awkward.
I'm not sure.
I
I thought he only stole a Cedar Sign. Yeah, maybe he
picked
just
it up there accidentally.
split the card with. Which is fine. No, in this tournament, no one would care if that had happened.
And lands with a Lotus Mox.
But yeah, now that he's seen Welder and Notion Thief, after game 1, he might have boarded out bolts. He might have boarded them in now. I don't know. I don't know if it would be right to do, but it's certainly something to think about.
Yeah, I should have accommodated for that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. You had that sheet there, but I don't think I did. Actually.
Man, the way that game played, well, I guess Pyroblast
Put the
is.
stream on hold.
That's good.
You probably want Pyroblast more than you want Bolts because they deal with Notion Thief better.
Absolutely. I mean, he has both.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you probably take out the Bolts for the Pyroblast. But I mean it's hard because like Welder, but you have missteps. Welder's not particularly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get and Grixis Pyromancer is very doesn't really have a lot of dead cards against combo. You could lighten up on threats a little.
Yeah.
Like you could have 3 young Pyromancer.
Well, you're almost
but
certainly
I don't
boarding
know.
out your Jasons in this matchup. Those are not good at all.
Fat tire beer.
You do not want a Burfocluder against a deck that's trying to just draw a million cards and kill you.
I really wish I could grab another one.
What a shame.
So like those probably just become Pyroblasts on their own. Like,
Yeah.
That's an easy swap.
I think there's 2.
I think he had 3.
2. Just 2.
2? Okay, so
2.
two.
2 and a bolt.
Yeah.
But I could also see just going 3 bolts for 3 Pyroblast. And
Well, yeah, but I think you want to bring the Ingot Chewers too. Or Shattering Spree.
Yeah, it's a tough call. It's not really a mana denial strategy, but
But your whole plan is like,
you could just win that way.
yeah, you want to like slow him down because you're not winning a long game.
Yeah. And
Or like if he just has all his mana.
and the deck with the
That would be good.
with Seed of the Cyanide and Mox Opal, it's not.
It does some stuff.
It's easier to cut this deck off of mana than it is to cut other decks off of mana.
Our last
So Geoff is not wearing a purple shirt in this tournament. I just want to reiterate that fact.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset about that, actually. I was pretty excited when I heard that
He's gonna be wearing a
he
purple
always
shirt.
wears purple shirts. And to find out that he's already reneged on that statement. That's
Just sometimes.
The nuts. Okay, mine's less nutty.
I appreciate that they tried to hold up their hands so we could see them for the stream, but they did not hold them up long enough.
We did not see them, but that's okay. Neither player mulligans, which is good.
Oh, man, turn zero notion thief.
Like some weird line.
A play that is doable in Magic.
All right.
Yeah, right.
So that was a preordain, right?
Yeah,
Alright.
Infuriating Lotus. You know he's a
I just
Pyromancer.
did.
Oh, red.
Okay.
Not a fan of how he sequenced this, but
Did he have the Lotus in hand before he preordained?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why I showed the hand. It was like Lotus, Pyromancer, Preordain, Island, and then like some more cards I missed.
Yeah, I'm guessing it was just an error, but there could be some kind of baiting related. I mean, Geoff doesn't have force, so that would have been wrong, but he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
All right. If
Like making element.
I think Geoff kept a very risky hand on the hand without blue mana.
Oh, he misstepped the Soul Ring.
Okay.
That's pretty big.
If that's a seat.
Oh, he has a City Breath.
Okay. If that was a seat, he could play Thought Cast right now still.
That ruins everything. You, sir,
Yeah.
are off on record. You may proceed.
Yeah.
It appears that Jeff's fun has been wrecked.
This Step Soul Ring is pretty harsh here. If Justin had the anti-artifact game plan, it would be pretty brutal right now if he drew it.
Yeah.
Untap. Draw.
Though he doesn't have
That's
any
a
red
good
mana.
one. Opal is not bad here.
Yeah. Opal's exactly what he wants. So he's got 3 artifacts. So
I
Thought Cast
think he's a
costs
Toxic Deluge in
2
this one,
mana right
too,
now.
so he's not in bad shape.
Yeah. If Deluge resolves now or later, it's important to note Justin does not have any red mana, and he didn't play a land last turn.
Podcast for 1 blue.
If Justin's hand is a bunch of red spells, then Geoff is actually
If he
fine.
draws another artifact, ooh, okay, this
All right, interesting.
hand is getting better.
So what's the blue card on the left? Do we know? Is it another Thoughtseize? Or
Yes.
Thirst?
This is a podcast.
Okay, another Thoughtcast.
I believe his hand is Jogwill, Time Vault,
If it's Thoughtcast, then yeah, he's...
Dak, Thoughtcast.
Do 16.
Vault.
That's good.
16. Pass.
All right.
All right, so presuming nothing terrible happens to Geoff on Justin's turn,
Yeah.
then he's gonna have a pretty nice second turn here.
Yeah. No, Justin is not playing any...
3 or 4 you said?
4.
You.
Therapy's real good. He's probably not going to guess correctly the first time, but he is going to guess the next time.
Yeah. Though to be fair, Geoff's hand is kind of not that bad against therapy.
Yeah.
All of his cards are good here.
Yeah.
So
I'd be interested. I mean, we'll see in a second, but
he's almost certainly taking Yawgmoth's Will.
he might. I can see him taking the Deluge just because I don't know what's in his hand. Like, he can't win.
Yeah.
Geoff is-
I mean, if he takes the Deluge, I mean, he's just gonna lose to Yawgmo, right?
Probably.
Oh, no, it's a Thirst. Actually, you're right.
Okay. That's
Which
why I
is
played the time vault
kind
last turn.
of better, honestly. Digs deeper.
I mean, Geoff isn't exactly at high life right now.
I'm trying to
Sure,
find which
but-
card I'm going to take on the
I figured.
flashback.
I figured.
I think 12. Did we say? He was at 15 and he took 3. Mm-hmm. So he only needs to survive a few turns. So Yogwill, this turn is not that great, but I'm assuming next turn will be amazing. Because if he doesn't play Yogwill this turn, he's going to play a Thirst or a Dak.
Mm-hmm.
Going to get something good.
Yeah.
So, what's it gonna be?
Yeah, if he Yogwilled now, he could only play the Thoughtcast or the Soul Ring, not both.
Yeah.
It's, wait one sec. To make one, and let's take the first.
Okay.
Is that
Yours.
Yeah, Justin has 2 tokens.
Ocean Thief. Okay.
And Dak, which if the game was a little slower would be great. I'm kind of like, if that is a Deluge, I kind of like Deluge here.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it buys you.
they lose 1?
Yeah.
You were at 12.
That's correct.
Really curious what's in Justin's hand right now. So he hasn't been drawing lands. Oh, I think one of those force.
Will and Deck and X.
Correct.
Yeah, I think he has force, which he probably has to use.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of priced yourself into using force by not taking it with the.
Yeah.
Because you can't just like lose your board.
Yeah, and he gets a token, so this is valid. He's got a lot of pressure on. I think it's a 2 or 3 turn clock now.
Yeah, he's not doing anything else this turn, so. Yeah, he might be. Presuming he doesn't just like draw a bunch of lands. Like if he draws like anything here, then he's got him. He's at 12. He attacked for 5. So. All right. Well, this is Jeff's window.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mox is solid here.
Mox Jet is a good one.
So now, it's almost not even that exciting, the Agua.
He can deluge again. That's probably what he needs to do, right?
I could see that. He can't make any other plays, but he could do that.
But I mean, he's not going to win next turn, and he's not beating the board any other way. So
yeah.
And just
and then his hand is Dak Notion Thief.
Yeah.
And he can actually, I think, do both on his next turn. 1,
Yeah.
2,
And
3,
Justin
4,
has
5,
one
6,
card?
7. Yeah, this is if this all resolves, it's
yeah. Well, the will resolved, so I'm presuming that he's gonna be good.
yeah. Next turn he'll have enough mana to Notion Thief and Dak in the same turn.
Yeah.
Which is
What?
okay. He's just I mean it's greedy, but the deck is powerful, so it could just win.
Is he? Maybe he has another. I don't know. Oh, that was Scott from before.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, I think the Deluge would have won the game.
Yeah, I think that
and
was.
instead he still can play Dak Notion Thief next turn, but Dak Notion
But
Thief
that doesn't beat 6 power in play.
Yeah,
he's
it
just
does-
gonna
it
attack
does
him and
not.
kill him. Like,
yeah, it does not.
yeah, that was definitely a misstep by Geoff there.
Yeah. Now if he of course there are plenty of cards he could still draw.
Lightning bolt.
I was gonna say he could just die this turn
Yeah.
because he knows what. Oh, well, it is another Notion Thief, but I mean, presumably it's not something he can cast off Soul Ring.
Yes.
Like Force of Will is like the only possible thing he can have right now, but I think Justin's fine with that. He wants to Force of Will something that have nothing in play.
Well, so just there's no cards in hand.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if he draws like a bolt here.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm doubting he even has the bolts in his deck right now, but he might. All right. I don't know what his life total is, but I know that he's not going to survive 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Bolt.
Pressure.
I have 1.
Okay.
So it turns off City, very important. Yeah, he really needed
You
that
can't stop me.
that Deluge to resolve.
This turn if it goes bad.
Okay, well, I need to
Or
do
be
something.
cast, I guess.
And I drew a will, so I'm going to make it on.
Okay.
I'm going to call this one 2, this one 2, and this one's going to be...
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm not too concerned.
Did he have? Oh, he didn't manage. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He has an island of Vulcan.
Yeah.
Jet. Oh, yeah, Lotus. Yeah. So. Yeah.
So he's just going to use this to draw cards to try to get a counter in hand as best as possible. Or, well, Bolt won't do it because he won't have the mana now. But
Yeah.
Yep.
And we've got the elemental trigger on the set for the pyramid.
so skimming through Jeff's deck right now, he has 2 Voltaic keys. That'll do it. Tezzeret won't. He does not have the mana for it because of City Brass.
Yeah.
Demonic is an out,
Yeah.
and then all
Well,
the
it's Jeff's turn. Let's see
time
what-
walks and
see
draw
what he draws.
7s and all that.
Ancestral.
Ancestral?
Alright, that's a rip.
It's a good start.
Not gonna tap that. So this is my only source of blue to recall myself.
All right. Recall resolves. Uridan. Thoughtcast. Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel's okay.
Interesting.
All right. Well, I guess he's
He
going for it.
He doesn't have any blue mana, so he has to just play the wheel.
Yeah, well, and then he has 2 mana left over,
Yeah.
so
He's got
that's a thing.
plenty of
Wheel.
Yep. This card, right?
Yep. Draw 7.
and Justin doesn't have any mana up, so he can only have a force is the only thing that he can have that
Or
matters.
minimum step.
Missed that. Doesn't matter.
This is huge.
And Geoff can't force back. Well, he doesn't have forces, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right, what we get? What we get? That looks
Does
like
not look like enough. Looks like it would be. Oh yeah, there's a tinker in there. It would be enough if he had a little bit more life.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could win with 2 more life. But he does not have 2 more life. Yeah, I think he's got another city in hand, or the Cavern of Souls.
Yeah.
Cavern of whatever. Mana.
Yes.
All right.
Parish.
So Justin wins.
I did draw the storm, but I should have swam.
No, I lost.
I'm so disappointed in me. I mean, you know him more than me, so I mean, I guess.
It just didn't work out. You were complaining about making a mistake. I felt like
I could have.
Yeah, he did have quite a few outs in his deck, but
Yep.
I should have let that result.
far more dead cards than
I
outs,
can't
Yes.
do too much
as is the way of
It's like,
things.
That's not possible at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like I had a lot of opportunities that last game, but
Well, hopefully we can get them on Skype.
Yeah, I don't know if
I mean, my option there was
I don't know if
instead
anyone's
of
paying
being-
attention.
Well, just
Instead of being
spam until
aggressive,
someone notices.
like in doing the Soul Ring, and then Soul Ring Thongcast, I could have just done Deluge, Flashback Deluge.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
And
I
I
was like,
would've-
ooh, you gave me a life there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should go now. I was like, well, it's this or Pyromancer. I was like, well, they really did the same thing against him that I wanted to.
Yeah.
But that, but sorry.
Yeah, it's just, I took the aggressive play and it did not pay off in the slightest.
Well, I was on the 1 card and it needed to do something like faster.
Downstairs table, what's time?
2-1 me or time.
Time is at 5 minutes left in the round.
All right, let's pull back up.
Yeah, 1 card in.
There's like 5 minutes left in the round. We can just they'll call if we want to,
I
so we
guess
can
that-
just
Yeah, hopefully we
I
can
thought
get
I
them
could
on here.
race you and it just...
The Talking Heads.
the talking heads.
They're-
So
they're back.
We'll look at some more decks.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a
What?
video delay.
Well, then, yeah, don't look at that. You're gonna tweak yourself
That's
out.
okay. Well, it's more delayed than usual. Okay, so we just saw Justin and Geoff. Geoff with the deck that does not fit on screen. I feel like that was a good match.
Yeah, I was really close. I feel like if Geoff had gone with the conservative play of just trying to elongate the game, he probably almost certainly would have won. I mean, he had a Reb in his hand.
So you get a red hand. So we know that the deluge resolves there.
Yeah.
Then Justin gets a turn.
Yep.
Draws Yogwell.
Okay. Yep.
Which would have probably replayed Pyromancer.
Yep.
But as long as he doesn't end the turn with red mana up,
Yeah.
then
Which he wouldn't have.
then Geoff's next turn he can play. Well, he drew the Wheel of Fortune that turn, right? So his next turn he would have had enough mana to Notion Thief and Wheel of Fortune in the same turn.
Yeah. So he would have drawn 14.
Yeah. Now, if the
Mana
red mana
spell.
was up, he would have been able to stop the Notion Thief.
But
But he would have been in better shape no matter what. But it
Certainly.
wouldn't have been, because of that red, it wouldn't have been like an automatic win
yeah.
versus an automatic loss.
Uh-huh.
But the deluge probably would have helped him out a little more. All right, so down the line we have this. Oh, we got the Skype caller.
Click the video one instead of the phone one this time. There you go. I think.
There he is!
We're here.
Sit down.
Oh, our thing's not up. How does this
Hey,
work?
how's it going, Andy?
Is this?
Our thing's not up.
Yeah.
See where you are right there.
On.
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
I need to mute my video so they can see you. So you're not able to see me.
All right. Well. Okay, there we go.
There we
Okay,
go.
Now you can see us both.
All right, Justin the victor. Yay! Let me try to pull up your deck list here.
There you go. Okay. Now we're set up.
Awesome. So, Grixis Pyromancer, have you been playing that deck for a while, or?
The very first time.
Very first time?
Yeah, I'm a reformed shops pilot, so.
Ooh, nice.
Good to hear.
All right. Have you, so post Chalice metagame, you don't think shops can do what it used to, or you just wanted to try something new?
I haven't found a build I like. None of them are really control-ish enough for me, and the tiny robots isn't something I want to do.
All right. So how did you sideboard in that game? We were looking at a sideboard. There's like a bunch of options. We had no idea what we would have done.
Well, I was kind of conservative, and I just took out the 3 bolts, and I took out a Jajaxian probe in favor of 3 Pyroblasts and a 4th card I can't think of right now.
All right, fair enough.
So did you board any anti-artifact cards? Because I feel like that was an option, considering how reliant he was on artifact mana in his deck.
Oh, sorry. The 4th card was Shattering Spree. So
Okay,
I
that makes sense, yeah.
Shattering Spree, but I decided not to take in any of the Ignite Chewers. Initially, I was trying to put 2 in, and then didn't really find 2 cards that I really wanted to take out. And I wasn't sure like how good it was going to be just to evoke him to kill a land or whatever you put out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Shattering Spree could be a blowout if you draw it at the right time.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure. Cool.
So, other than that,
So,
it seems pretty stuffed.
looking at this, yeah. Did you come up with the list? Well, did you tweak the list or find it in a tournament, or what your?
Well, yeah, I was on Goldfish, and I saw the list was like the metagame deck, and I liked the list outside of Snapcaster seemed wrong because it seemed like most of the spells I'd be flashing back would be sorcery speed. So why wouldn't I play like a Jace Rinse Prodigy, which I think is pretty strong right now. Especially, I also anticipated this metagame was going to be a little storm centric, so I really want to play those therapies, and if I can play 2 of those in a turn outside of flashing back, it seemed decent.
Especially if you get Pyromancer going, and that's just like...
Yeah, it's just
You
gas.
just tear their hand apart, yeah.
Awesome. What did you play against round 1?
Round 1 was Randall, and he was playing, I think, the Mirror. He said he had the same cards that I was beating him with, but I only saw Dak and Delver outside of like Preordains and stuff.
Let's see. I think Randall was the guy who had the Price of Progress in his deck.
Yeah, you did have Price. So a little different.
Yeah.
And I know he's playing 2 Snapcasters, he said, but I only saw 1 ambush Pyromancer 1 game.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's the problem with Pyromancer in that deck is like you said, a lot of stuff's sorcery speed, and also like until you like start playing deck, you don't really realize how much mana 3 mana is on your opponent's turn. Like casting like Snapcaster like at Brainstorm or something is actually kind of restrictive when you're like also trying to cast Preordains and like Cabal Therapies and things like that. So it's...
I mean, my countermeasures are going to be the Forces, the Flusterstorm, and the Misstep.
Yeah.
So that Force don't really count.
Yeah.
But I still like the idea of like not being able to leave up some kind of mana.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I guess we're gonna go back to looking at some deck lists. Thanks for stopping by, and good luck in the rest of the event.
Next time.
All right, see you soon.
See ya. Bye.